Today I'm going to show you a little bit about bookmarks. You can use your toolbar to make your daily routine easier. Maybe you've already used your toolbar to add favorites or save a page, but your toolbar can be a powerhouse when you need it to be. Using the toolbar is a fairly straightforward process if you know the tricks. First, if your toolbar isn't showing in Chrome, go to the Customizer bars at the top right corner of the page, click on it, hover over the Bookmarks bar, and I have a lot, so it takes a moment for them to come up, and you want to show Bookmarks bar. You notice I often mention shortcuts. This is the shortcut. The arrow means your shift key, the little flower sign is your command key, and B for bookmarks. If you hold those three down, you'll show your Bookmarks bar. So if I click on it, now my bookmarks show up in here. Alternately, you can come up here and you can go to the Bookmark Manager and do it the same way. Once the toolbar is open, you can easily add bookmarks in several ways. You probably already know about going to the Bookmarks menu and pulling down to Save this page. But did you know you could also add a bookmark by grabbing the Favicon and dragging it to the Toolbar menu? The Favicon is the little icon next to the URL or Uniform Resource Locator in the URL window. So if I go to any website, I'll do a different one than what's here. If I go to google.com, the Favicon is this little item right here. The lock shows up when it's a secure page, but sometimes there's a little picture or an icon that represents the business or the website. So you'll know it's a secure site when you see HTTPS, like this one, at the beginning of the URL. You can drag this Favicon anywhere you'd like on your toolbar. So if I get a hold of it and I drag it down, you notice everything moves over. Depending on what you're dragging and dropping, it may show up just as a page, like this one does over here, or it may show up as the actual icon. You may also see a vertical line show up where it happens to be, or you may see it even as a horizontal line. It depends on where you're dragging it and how many bookmarks you already have saved. As you can see, I have a lot saved in a lot of different places. The next thing I want to show you is creating folders. You notice that I have a folder here. This folder is for my school district. Creating folders serves the same purpose as a filing cabinet. Think of the toolbar as your cabinet. Then think of the folders as drawers in the cabinet. Inside those drawers, you can also have additional folders to hold more folders, and the possibilities are endless. And you can see I have multiple folders inside my folders, and then multiple bookmarks inside that. The key to making your bookmarks work most efficiently, like anything else, is to have a plan. Plan the most important organization of how you work each day. Make the websites you go to every day the main level of the filing cabinet or bookmark bar, and then embed folders based on how often you use those sites. I tend to go left to right just as we read, but you're going to customize it the way you want to. Additional bookmarks, as you may already know, you click on these two double arrows, and this is a number of other bookmarks as well. So there are several ways to create a folder. The easiest, however, is to right-click or control-click on your toolbar menu right up here. You don't want to click on one as it puts a box around it, but in the space in between. So if I control-click, and I click, and I'm still holding down the control, it allows me to show some options. Here's where you can add a page, or you can add a folder, and so forth. So I can make a folder here. It tells me that it wants to name it. I'm just going to leave it as new folder for right now. And my new folder automatically drops to the very bottom of my bookmarks. Now if I don't want this here, I want it somewhere else, I just click and drag it. Whoops. I click and I drag it elsewhere. Inside a folder. That's not going to let me do it. So we're instead going to go to our Bookmarks Manager. When it has something in it, you can drag it, but it's empty, so that's why it wouldn't let me drag it. So I'm going to go all the way to the bottom now, and there's my new folder. And now you see it creates a horizontal line where it could be. And I just keep dragging until I find where I want to put it. I want to put it right here. I let it go, and now you see there the new folder showed up. If I want to change its name, again, I could rename it by clicking Control on that and holding it, or just clicking on the folder itself. And it's slow again, as I say, because I have so many bookmarks in here. Hopefully yours will be quicker. And now I can drag my Google inside by holding it and letting it go. And now if I click on Just Stuff, there's that Google bookmark that I just made. Now let's say I want to add a website to my Just Stuff. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to go to my school website. So I'm going to grab my Favicon. You see this is not a secure site, so therefore it just shows a page. And I'm going to drag it into my Just Stuff website, folder, excuse me. And now I'm going to change the name of it. That's a really long name. I don't want that long name. So I'm going to edit it. And I'm going to change it to JG and leave it at that. So now my website just says JG. Makes it a lot easier if I'm dragging it into my toolbar. Doesn't make it take up quite so much space. So you can change any of the names up here that way. Now if I right click on this, this also gives me the option to delete that same website. And I'm going to delete that folder. And now they're gone. I'm also going to show you one of my favorite bookmarks to use. This bookmark is called QuietTube. It's quiettube.com, one T between the quiet and the tube. And all I'm going to do is grab this favicon, or this bookmarklet, and I'm going to drag it to my toolbar. And now I have it. This is a great little feature. QuietTube lets you take a video and you can put in whatever video you want to watch. Let's say you have previewed a video on QuietTube tutorial. I'm not sure there's even one there. So there's a QuietTube tutorial. You click on that and then you click on QuietTube. Look what happened to everything that was around that tutorial. It takes away all the distractions. It takes away the ads. It takes away the suggested videos on the side. This is a great way for showing videos in the classroom without getting into any sort of extraneous things. So that's the basics of bookmarks, including one of my favorites, QuietTube. Look for my next video on how to add bookmarklets to your browser coming up shortly, and that will give you a really customized experience. Thanks for watching.